Will here are from Tyler Lansdowne.
This is the Mo Raicho stream, so I'm not gonna be gross, but I did ask Sound if they would let me record a real one.
Yeah.
That never happened.
So we'll start with his normals. Like I said, he's a Kung Fu master, and he has a lot of fast strikes, a lot of combo starters. He has a lot of strings. They're like, 4 or 5 hits. Some pretty good pop-ups, and there's a lot of low and overheads in his move list. He's got a quick overhead, and then he has a really interesting strike that leads to a grab. He has this overhead that leads to a grab, and then he has a low that leads to the same kind of grab, and the grab changes depending on his variation. So this is Dragon's Breath, so he has the fire.
Can you do his run, because it makes me giggle?
And
Such a jolly run.
he's a jolly guy.
Absolutely.
He also has the unique ability to cancel this 4-3 move by doing back, and he can stop it.
Oh.
So, that move has a lot of applications. So he also has really good range on some of his pokes, because he's a pretty big guy. A big range on his uppercut, and his jump attacks are some of my favorites in the game. His jump kick is a butt slam, and his jump punch is a...
What?
His jump punch is a
Hollow's just
big
not gonna let that happen.
belly bash.
A little body splash.
And his throw is a tribute to Deadly Alliance.
Because that used to be one of his fatalities, right?
Yeah, that was one of his fatalities.
So real quick, this is just so we can talk about this. This is the Dragon's Breath.
Yes.
Right.
Dragon's Breath race, but all the moves he's gone over is the basic moves.
Gotcha.
that
Yeah,
everybody
these are just the basic normals. So his common moves are, you start off with the MKDA tumble kicks. A really fast overhead special move. The EX1 adds a third one. And it starts as an overhead. So like I said, he has a lot of low attacks, and you can kind of use this as an overhead. Like you can do, a string with a low in it, and then go straight into the overhead. It's just a general really quick overhead move to use.
Yeah, his general, just normal pokes are on the slow side, they're 10, 11 frames for most of the jabs. His down one is a 6-frame down one, but it's -4, so he doesn't have a lot of, just poke ability, but he has just a bunch of options that are coming at you, so you have to know which way to go. But generally, if you're ready for it, you can out-poke him.
And his pokes might be slow, but they have really good range, so it's kind of balanced out. Another common special move he has is this Drunken Punch. It's kind of a combo ender, you just do the special move and this all comes out, and you can use that to end combos, or you can use the EX version has armor, so that's a pretty good wake-up attack. And you can damage.
It's also a high, but that move is safe on block, so essentially you can use it to end your strings, and it'll be safe, but it's a high, so they can know it's coming, duck it.
Right, and as a wake-up attack, it's safe on block, but if they predict it, they can duck it.
Duck it and
Yeah.
no messing it.
So I'm gonna get hit by it a lot.
He also has a fart. Now the fart is a combo starter. If it hits, they go into the stun because it smells so bad. And he gets a combo. And the fart is also a pressure tool. On block, the fart is advantage. And he can do a frame trap. He can go for his down one, or any of those are fast moves, and you gotta kind of respect his pressure. But
Fart frame trap.
fart traps.
You gotta
but
respect the fart.
the catch is the fart is kind of a slower move. So if he does a string into it, you can usually interrupt it with armor.
You can generally try to jump out.
Yeah, you can. Some of them you can poke out. There's a bunch of different block strings that you can do into the fart. So the guess will be: are you going to do the fart or not do the fart? Which is a very dangerous, smelly game to play. But then,
I try not to. You trust in farts.
yeah, you're always when you're fighting a fat man, always look out for the farts. The EX fart is significantly faster, and it actually lingers.
As
So,
it should, the
yeah,
crop
and-
duster.
Yeah, that's the crop duster, and it's kind of like a very smelly Sub-Zero ice clone. And he can do all kind of traps with it. He can leave it out,
Heyo.
and then he can throw them into it. Or you can have it there, and you can do
Nothing like
this thing.
It's kind of like a
throw 'em into
cupcake
it.
almost,
Or it can anti. You can have it out, and if they try to jump, man.
Caught in the gas.
Yeah, caught in the gas. He also has,
Sumo.
the stomp. It's a pretty quick, unblockable stomp. He gets decent damage with it. The EX1 is even a little bit more damage. So, you can do stuff you can have the fart cloud out, and while they're dealing with that, they're going to have to jump because of the fart, and then, you can anti-air them.
I'm gonna say that in my life, I never thought I'd be live on a stream talking about a video game about the technical aspects of farting.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, you put the fart out and they have to jump.
Right.
And if you listen close, there's a lot of different sounding farts here too.
Oh, yes. He has a chance to fart on almost all actions, and there are many, many different fart sounds.
And if you let him just idle for a little while, he squeaks one out as well.
Yeah. So those are kind of his common moves. Did I leave
Did
anything
you do
out?
the belly bash?
Oh, that's right. The belly bash is a really good kind of mid-range move. It's very quick. It covers a lot of range. So you can do that. And the EX one has armor, and then that's the bump and dump.
The bump and dump.
First you bump,
and then you dump.
Then you dump.
Genius.
All right, so now let's look at Dragon's Breath.
Are we not getting fired for this? We're saying fart a lot.
I mean,
It's the game.
character.
Yeah,
It's the
okay.
game.
We could
All
say
right.
toot, but
Yeah.
So, Dragon's Breath is all about Flame Breath. Like, he has this kind of key move, which you can use in the mid-range. It's an anti-air, it's a combo ender. And the EX version is really interesting. It lingers and then actually travels forward. So you can do run up and throw, or run up and do your mix-up, and it kind of contains the opponent. In fact, you could do an EX fart, and then ignite the fart.
what?
And if that hits the opponent will actually pop up.
I gotta watch stream chat when I see that.
Oh my goodness! So that's like realistic, is what
Yeah,
that
that's
is.
very realistic.
That's very realistic.
And any of the fire moves that I'm going to show can ignite the fart.
Okay, so just throw a couple of those out from time to time. Just
Right.
let that fart on fire.
He also has an anti-air flame move, which is a pretty good anti-air. And the EX version does a big chunk of damage and has an even bigger hitbox.
And of course, you could set that on fire
Yeah.
for the fart.
And then lastly, he has a ground fire, which is kind of like Aaron Black's Caltrops.
Sure.
It does damage over time as they're in it, and he'll have a lot of setups. Like, you could have the fart out, and then they're trying to avoid it. Then you put the flames out, and it'll ignite the fart if they're near it, and if not, they might walk into the dot. And the EX one is actually really strong. It's a pop-up. He ignites it with his bottle, and then you can go for a juggle combo.
Paula, what would you say, stylistically, as a player, Dragon's Breath it would be suited to?
It's a little bit of like safer, stylish combos, and there's a lot of things that are following that fireball to like get in on people quickly. So the fireball helps you get in, and then it's also just there's a lot of combos that are unique to the fireball because of the pop-up combo, and then being able to reset the guy into the ground thing, similar like Aaron Black, where you knock somebody down and leave the fire on top of them as they're going to get up into it.
And you can't have more than one ground flame out at a time, right? Okay.
Show that. Did you show the fire setup you were doing the other day in the QA lab, where you're like firing and then doing the stomp? Was it something like that you were doing?
Yeah, if you get ground out there,
Yeah.
to block, they essentially have to jump over it. And
Yeah.
avoid it.
So some fun full screen shenanigans with that. Okay, cool.
So that's kind of Dragon's Breath. It's arguably the most simple of them, but like Paulo said, it has really high damaging combos because of the pop-ups and some pretty cool
You
setups
like-
with the fire.
My favorite thing. Let me try my combo. I have a combo for this, maybe. One of my favorite. I love the art design on this move. I just think it looks awesome.
The way he stumbles back is so
It's
awesome.
so cool.
Yeah.
But you can do sort of that, and then like. Oh, I missed it. You can fart, and then like.
Oh,
I missed that part, but yeah, you can like you farts in the middle of combos
Right.
and things like that. Yeah.
Tyler did pad it with, let me try and see if I can get it. So
Yeah, that's true.